name is Max.
And I'm Calvin.
And we're hosting So You Wanna Be a... Today, we're talking about a doctor that a lot of kids visit.
We're doing this episode for a very special reason.
Calvin, do you want to tell them?
Yep, I'm getting my tonsils out.
Which means today, we're talking about ENT doctors.
ENT stands for ear, nose, and throat.
And the full name is otolaryngologist. But don't worry, everybody just says ENT. So, what does the ENT doctor actually do?
ENT doctors take care of problems with your ears, nose, throat, and even parts of your neck.
They help with things like ear infections, sore throats, nosebleeds, allergies, and sinus problems.
They also help people who have trouble hearing and speaking.
They're the doctors who do tonsil surgeries.
So why are ENT doctors so important?
Because your ears, nose, and throat help you do a lot of really important things.
Like breathing, swallowing, hearing, talking, and even sleeping.
ENT doctors help make sure all of that works the way it should.
They help kids feel better when things hurt or don't feel right.
Especially when you've had a sore throat for way too long. So, what does a normal day look like for an ENT doctor?
They usually see patients in the clinic and check ear, noses, and throats.
They might use tiny cameras to look inside of your nose or ears.
Some days they might do surgery like fixing a deviated septum or removing tonsils.
Other days they might help people with hearing tests or allergy treatments.
So every day is a little different. Okay, Max, let's dive into some crazy ENT facts.
Let's do it. Did you know that your ears don't just help you hear, they actually help your sense of balance?
It's because there's a balance system inside your inner ear that tells your brain which way is up. And did you know that tonsils are actually part of your immune system?
That means they help fight germs, but sometimes they get sick too often and cause problems. That's why they need to be removed. And your nose can remember thousands of different smells.
And smells actually help your sense of taste work better. Did you know that ENT doctors sometimes help singers or actors project their voices?
Because your vocal cords live in your throat, and ENT doctors are the voice experts. So, how much money do ENT doctors make?
Most ENT doctors make between $250,000 to $400,000 a year.
That's because they're highly trained specialists.
And a lot of the people need help hearing, breathing,
which means ENT doctors are always in demand.
So, how do people actually become ENT doctors?
First, you go to college for about 4 years and study lots of science.
Then you go to medical school for another 4 years.
After that, you do a 5-year ENT residency where you learn everything about ear, noses, and throats.
That's where doctors learn how to do surgeries like tonsil removals.
So it takes about 13 years of training after high school.
Long journey, but very worth it. So what can kids do now if they wanted to be an ENT doctor someday?
Learn about science, especially biology.
Take care of your ears. No blasting music too loud.
Ask questions at the doctor's office.
And don't be afraid of doctors. They're here to help.
Alright, that's it for today's episode.
We hope you have fun learning about what it takes to be an ENT doctor.
And if you like this episode, don't forget to follow us and tell your friends.
And if you want your name and the job you want to be when you grew up featured in one of our episodes, head to maxandcalvin.studios.
Thank you. Goodbye.